Do you feel like something's happening? A shift in energy? Not only do we have our new moon in Gemini today, but it conjuncts Venus. And on top of that, Venus goes into a transition of its own. It's been a morning star since August of 2023, and it becomes or is becoming our evening star. And that'll follow us for at least the next year, if not 18 months. So this transition is known as Venus's superior conjunction with the sun, and it has been watched since ancient times. So join me as we embark on a journey of self-discovery and empowerment, gaining an understanding of how to embrace this energy, own this energy, and move forward today and every day. So hi, I'm Tilly. This is Tarot with Tilly. Thank you for being here. Thank you for all the positive, loving support you send me each and every day. I send it right back to you. Welcome to your daily focus, June the 6th, 2024. So we'll start with the numerology. Today we have the energy of the 6. The 6 is about our habits and our behaviors. How to get rid of the bad habits, the bad behaviors, the things we don't like about ourselves, the things that we do that we know actually gets in the way of us being as successful, as prosperous as possible. We start to look at our routines. We start to look at what we are doing and how to formulate new intentions of going forward, setting new goals for ourselves, replacing those bad habits with great habits. If we look at the daily numerology, it would be a 6 plus a 6 plus an 8. That gives us a 20 energy. The 20 energy is all about turning points. Forks in the road. Decisions to be made. New directions to be taken. 2 plus 0 is a 2. The 2 energy is about, well, when the 2 energy is around, there's definitely magic around us, but it's more important to look within and see the magic that we hold within us. Our talents, our abilities, our unique selves, and how we can propel ourselves forward based, utilizing, embracing our magic, allowing our self-expression and creativity to flow. Now the sun is in Gemini, our moon is in Gemini, and today we invite in the energy of the new moon in Gemini at 16 degrees. So 16 is about awakenings. 16, in my meditation earlier, I meditated on the number 16, and I got, that lightning bolt through the ground energy and pulling the earth apart. But we didn't make this big cavern that we could fall into. It was a new path forward. It was a path that we couldn't see before. It lay hidden. And now we can go forward in this path. So that is kind of like the 16 energy of we have this awakening. We have this new desire to go in different places. We learn new things. We get in conversations and different things pique our curiosity and our interest. And we go forward in researching and learning and developing that to be part of our life going forward. 1 plus 6 is a 7, and that is about the harmony, the beauty that we want to bring into our relationships and our environments. Now the new moon, overall, any new moon, brings this refreshing burst of energy and innovation into our worlds. It's a time to make a fresh start a new project, set new intentions, and set new intentions to excel your growth, to embrace your dreams, to set goals to manifest them into your reality. Now, it's a Gemini new moon, so it's an ideal time to set intentions related to improving our communication skills. We could learn a new language, start a writing project, enhance how we express ourselves. It's a time when we are invited to socialize, and socialize with purpose. Join a networking group, a social group, a club, something that allows you to tap into your joy while expanding your circle of friends and community. It's a time to let your curiosity roam free, expand your knowledge, and so we may find ourselves researching things, taking courses, workshops, engaging in conversations with like-minded individuals. Now, the new moon is going to square Saturn, and while there is this great desire for new beginnings, Saturn introduces some obstacles, some delays, a need for patience, okay? Saturn just wants to ensure that we stay grounded and that our approaches are grounded and doable, practical going forward. So when we start to just get a little bit too fast or too big for our britches, Saturn comes in and puts an obstacle in our way, something to slow us down, something to make us think, so that we take the right step the first time around each and every time. Now, let's talk about Venus, okay? It's conjunct with the new moon and it squares Saturn. So this opens up energy relating to love, our relationships, passions, definitely money. And there could be difficulties and challenges in these areas as well. So once again, we need to apply a disciplined approach, a realistic mindset. And if we're willing to put in the effort, we can strengthen our relationships, grow our prosperity, and welcome in abundance. Okay, Venus's superior conjunction with the sun. Okay, it marks a shift of Venus moving behind the sun, becoming an evening star, and I'm to understand that's going to happen at the end of July. I've just started to research this, so I don't know a lot, but what I do know, I'll share with you, and hopefully my knowledge will grow, your knowledge will grow. Okay, so at one time, Venus was, yes, the goddess of love, still is today, but also the goddess of war. We've kind of dropped that over the years. And it was said that the morning star awoke people to go to war, to tap into our assertive energy, to take the initiative, to express our desires boldly, and bring about new beginnings in our life. The evening star was a time to rest, to meditate, introspection, and making love. So our energy shifts. It's one that goes from very proactive to very meditative kind of energy when it comes to our heart, when it comes to our relationships, dealing with our money, dealing with the people in our lives. So it becomes a time to nurture our relationships, to resolve past issues, to strengthen and deepen our bonds with one another. And as time moves forward, we will be more apt to not look outside of ourselves or in what we can create, but rather we'll be looking at what we can be inspired to create from experience, from our past experiences or our lessons learned in the past, and bringing them into our creativity, into our inspiration for where we want to go forward. It's definitely a time to allow forgiveness to yourself, to practice self-compassion, to grow appreciation for your own inner beauty and worth. Okay, we'll go to the cards here. Who do we have at the bottom there? Look at that. We have the Two of Cups, those new beginnings, new relationships. Look at them having a conversation together. I wonder what they're talking about. Let's find out. Let's go into the cards here. So we do have dynamic energy again. I mean, the square to Saturn, that just slows us down so that we're being practical, that we're actually doing things that can move us forward, that we're not spreading our energy in ways that doesn't help us at all. It doesn't move us forward in any way. So Saturn, a square to Saturn is actually very proactive with all this beautiful energy to actually allow us to make the right steps the first time around, so long as we're willing to pull it back a little bit, so long as we're willing to have a patience with ourselves. Now, our underlying energy. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot the underlying energy, which is the Death card. Look at that. We're ready to throw that cloak off. We're ready to experience life. I hear life without boundaries, so I'm not sure really what that means. It's time to drop the swords, the weapons. We don't need that extra layer of protection that was once dead. We need to allow our inner child to come out and frolic and play and get curious and start to enjoy life and just allow our inner expression to explode, our creativity to flow. When we start to do these things, we raise our vibration, we feel the sunlight, we feel the wind in our hair again, and we feel that sense of liberation, that sense of freedom. And so over the next several weeks, this is what we are, this is the underlying energy over the next several weeks of going from where we have turned inwardly or built those walls of protection and going out, socializing, being part of the world, going for walks in nature even, down a shoreline. But to feel that wind in your hair, we can't right now. We have that cloak covering us up. Nobody can even see our face. It's like we don't want to be seen. But this is a time to be seen. This is a time to get curious about life. This is a time to allow our inner child waiting for us patiently right here to throw off that cloak and look at the moon in the background. Okay, first card. Look at this. Talk about extreme energy. We have the Death card underneath. We have the Wheel of Fortune. We have been, even in your weekly readings, the amount of major arcana cards that came out was phenomenal. The Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune is here to tell us that we are going into new energy, a lighter energy. This is a time to journal. This is a time to think. This is a time to write your story that you are walking into. What does your best life ever look like? Write it as if you are living it in this present moment. And then we'll break it down into bite-sized pieces so that we can take each step towards our goals, towards our dreams. To create the abundance, to create the prosperity, to create the love and joy in our worlds. In our world, I guess. We all share the same one, I think. Nine of Cups. Wow. The Nine of Cups is wishes fulfilled. So this is the time to set your intentions for, I would say, almost every area of your life. Everybody pretend you're a Gemini and blow out a candle on a cake this week, okay? Or over the next 4 weeks, but do it in the next several days. Do this as part of your new moon thing, okay? I want you to just get, like, even if you just get a cupcake, right? And just put a candle in there and light it up. And you have already written out your intentions for this upcoming month leading up to, 20 years down the road if you want. Whatever you want. But read your intentions aloud and then blow out that candle. Let that smoke slowly rise and take your wishes with it. It's a beautiful thing to do. So there you go. Let's all do that. It's absolutely free unless you don't own a cupcake or a candle. Then it'll be an investment. Okay, Page of Wands. Page of Wands is action. The Page of Wands is wanting to create, wanting to start, wanting to step into the new. It's creation. It's about thinking about where we want to go. It's about allowing our thoughts to drift to what we really want to manifest in our life, where we want to have a level up in a certain part of our world, or to give it some energy, give it some life. The only limitation with this card is the ones that you put in place. Okay, the mountains, we start with a little mountain. We're almost on the top of a mountain, it seems here. But there's larger mountains in our wake as we go forward. So successes built upon successes. Abundance built upon abundance. Happiness built upon happiness. Joy, celebration. So this is a time to get out there and feel alive and allow happiness, allow joy, create those wonderful moments, okay? Even if it's just a good friend, do a candlelit dinner with them or something, Let them know just how special they are in your life, that you see them, that you support them. Grow those bonds, strengthen those relationships. And really, it is about the intentions, right? We take those intentions to the next level. We start to mastermind exactly the actions we need to do. And I don't think we waste any time with the actions here. I think we are hands-on as we go forward here. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is all about seeing our value, seeing our worth. And that was very apparent in almost every single weekly, is that we have a greater self-confidence, a greater feeling of self-worth about ourselves, what we deserve, what we should have in our lives and are going after now, because we have deemed it as something that could always be. We believe it now. We believe in ourselves. We believe in our strength, our courage, our wisdom. We know we've got what it takes to step forward. This is raising the bar on yourself. This is expecting, this is you scratching the potential. This is you understanding just how much potential you actually have if you want to release it to the world. So it's up to you on releasing that beautiful potential that you have within you. Giving it your time, your energy, your resources, the focus it needs to become as great as you see it in your mind right now. Whatever that something is, it could be a relationship, it could be your health, it could be getting that promotion at work, it could be starting your own money stream in some way, taking a hobby and monetizing it perhaps. We'll get one more card here. Look at this, the Four of Wands. Some of us will get that marriage proposal, or we'll be shaking hands and making partnerships with people. As we have those conversations, as we're out there and socializing, we gain new friends, new like-minded people in our lives, and they may carry certain talents and you carry certain talents. And what that small success could have been in your life becomes a great success as you combine resources together. Talents, abilities, they're magic. And appreciate the little things, okay? The mundane things that happen in your relationships. Okay, I've over and over and over again over the last several weeks when I meditate, it's about embracing every moment and celebrating every moment. Don't let one be wasted. I get an oracle card here. And we have inner truths. The 16 energy comes out again. So we had 16 degrees for our new moon. We have the 16 energy here. Inner truths, I call them awakenings. Look at all those different pathways we could go. We walk with a light, and it seems like we're in a dark area, but there's paths all around us leading to great lightness here. Enlightenment, maybe. Be a better word. Inner truths. There's a lot of depth to your feelings. You are on your way to understanding your feelings and desires more clearly. The next steps on your path will soon reveal themselves. Stay vigilant to new opportunities that may lead to the beginnings of novel projects or assist with current ventures. Look around you and within you. Be willing to do the work at the deepest level, as you will find jewels of wisdom, knowledge, and inner voice, and the inner voice, all waiting patiently to assist you. Nature's crystals are created deep within the earth. Go deep and find your own treasures. So go within. You will find, as Venus is going to be telling us for the next 12 months or so, is to look within, to understand the light that we carry. Okay, we are like a magnet to the things that we are trying to bring into our world. So what are you focusing on? Is it your path forward? We'll get an animal card, and of course we will do a journey of love card as well. The Nine of Earth, we have a cat back, the ragdoll. Your successes brought you financial security and reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company. You may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. And I think we could almost read that a little bit backwards, where we could start it, you may suddenly have a brilliant idea for a business or self-employment opportunity that will be very successful. And your success, after you go and you do this, your success has brought you financial security and reward of much deserved time off to enjoy your own company, to go out and enjoy yourself and have fun. And if it's just laying in the sunshine, breathing in that fresh air, letting the wind blow through your hair, so be it. Okay. It would not be a moon reading without our loyal cards here, our Journey of Love deck. And we have the breaking 65, which is an 11 energy. So the 6 and the 5 together, changing our habits, our behaviors in order to bring in the happiness, the joy, the celebration in our lives is very much the energy. The 11 energy is the teacher, the master number. So it's about meeting our obligations, our responsibilities, understanding what has value, and making a commitment, a promise to ourselves to go forward, to set a goal, and then give it the focus, the energy it deserves to grow into the success you see it. So we have the breaking here. I'll read the poem first. Love. Love is a special closeness that sings from the heart, that warms my days and nights, that feels good, that makes me smile, that makes me glad to be alive. You are breaking apart. You might not understand it at all. There is not so much to be understood about the simplicity. Doesn't mean it's easy to endure. You may worry that you're going too far, that you may not recover, if you ever get back together again. But what can you do? Can you hold back from the divine love that calls you, that lures you to becoming all that you are, to remembering your divine nature? Well, you could try, but for what purpose? Temporary rest before the storm at best. So take the rest if you need it, and then dive into the storm. Let yourself be brokenhearted by the divine so that you can become your truth, become all that you are meant to be. It is better to have a heart broken so that it grows than to be brokenhearted by thinking that you must protect yourself from love. This oracle brings compassionate guidance that no matter what sadness or anger or despair or frustration you may feel in the present moment, you are only being pulled apart not by dark forces but by the loving embrace of the divine, as it strips you of that which would keep... It's only like another sentence. Keep you from your divine realization. So go and break. It's going to be the making of you. So this could be a dark night of the soul for a few of us. Absolutely. To really understand our beauty and to step away from anybody who might pull you down, criticize you, tell you you are less than. To dispel people who have said it to you in the past. To dispel that saying altogether. To know your own self-worth, to know your own self-confidence, to go forward and to allow yourself to be broken. Because it will be the making of you. Until we meet again, remember, I do love you.